Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Throwing is Mariota. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mariota. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
10.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
I'm coming.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Galladay's got it. And the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A first down throw for Mariota. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mariota now. Ball going deep here for Taylor. It got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Mariota. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. P.J. Williams with a pick. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Here's the throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, echo.
Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Check, 280. Check, 55 to Mike. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Get out. Oh.
The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Hey, Haywood. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Oh, yeah.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And this one's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Easy. Stay 50.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they come up now second and goal.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. You go tight. You got tight right there.
To Johnson again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, third and goal.
Kill.
Now Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On second down now, it's Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On second down, Mariota again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mariota. And that will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike, 53.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
180. Hey, check. Check. Fresno. Easy.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
At the 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He don't know no better. Hey, 54. Mike, 54. Hey, Alpha. Come on, D. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch it back.
Now Stafford. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch that in. Tight end's right.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Push him back. 11.
Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Stafford now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half, as they'll stop him behind the line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Hey. Get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. 54 is Mike. 54. Zebra. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Cut.
Bravo.
4, Mike 5-4.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Davis. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go, team.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's going to go down again. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mariota hands to Henry. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that feels somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Not ready for this. Real right, 22. Still playing soccer. Y'all playing alert. Pick the edge. Go.
55's my guy. 55.
Hey, 5-0. Moving ahead.
The final shot before the break, Stanford. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. This is caught at the 20. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Xavier Williams able to get him for a loss of about 3. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Mike 5-4.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good pickup there, a 22.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
A first down carry for Henry. He can't get him down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Stafford now to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's go, defenses, get out the
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Lewis. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mariota. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Throwing on second and long. Mariota, he'll take a shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the I. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So here we go on a third and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. A-Shot Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Throwing to Stafford. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Hey.
Mike, 55.
Five.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing right, and that's complete. Past the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10.
59!
Mike 55.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Mariota. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Devon Kennard. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
You can't stop me.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Here's Mariota. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 41-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mariota. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
First down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mariota again. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. Caught right side. It's Lewis. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To the air again. Mariota. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Throwing is Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
3rd and long here for Mariota. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the back. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marcus Mariota, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Stanford. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. On the read option, it's Mariota. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Tennessee, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.